sit a straight man's pants for the village.
Slug him between the eyes.
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna, though we've quite a rumble ahead of us. But I promise you this, we'll kick Henselt's arse and send him scurrying back to Kedwin.
Found a volume of your poetry.
My love poems! Some bastard stole them recently. Probably wanted to show off to a young lass smelling of sheepskins. I really missed this book. It was like being in a brothel with no bulbs. I owe you one, Geralt, though I don't know quite how I'll repay you. No, actually, I do know. Up for a shot of vodka? It's on me.
I've got a better idea.
Beer? That's fine. All the same to me.
I need you to do me a favor.
Name it. For this, I'd give you my chastity. If I still had it, of course.
I wouldn't be interested.
Don't tell me you need another poem for a Noonwraith.
Worse.
Please, Geralt, don't get me involved in another messy monster matter. I'm an artist, not...
That's precisely who I need to lure a succubus.
Are you crazy? You want to see a hoofed hag ride me to death? On the other hand, we all have to die of something.
Go to the burned-down village after dark and wait for me there.
Geralt, first throat of the Witcher's Guild. Finally, a drink with someone worth talking to.
Short on company?
What can you up and tell me? I prefer listening to horses fart.
Any idea where I can play dice around here?
Try the blacksmith's helper.
I wanted to talk to you about the Free State of Vergen. We haven't had the occasion somehow.
True.
Do you buy into Saskia's ideals?
Are you asking me if I believe what she says, or if I believe she'll be successful?
Both.
Saskia's no liar, that's a fact. But whether we'll manage, who can tell? One thing is sure, we'll never know if we never try. For now, a great battle awaits. A battle in which elf, dwarf, and human will stand side by side. And that is beautiful in itself.
It's also the biggest potential weakness.
Nothing unites folk like shared death. I believe those who survive will honor the deaths of their comrades.
If they win.
Even if they don't. News spreads fast. Others will follow in our footsteps.
The Kingslayer's trail has gone cold. Have you heard anything?
No one could sneak into Bergen. We watch day and night. Anyway, who would they come for here? Stennis? Why so keen on capturing the assassin of kings?
Lether knows a lot about me. Certain things maybe only he can explain.
Is it worth sticking your neck out to know what was in your head before?
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Yorvith seems to have changed. Have you noticed?
Oh, has his arse grown fatter in Saskia's keep?
An elf who was the greatest foe of humans will now fight for their freedom. Doesn't that surprise you?
Only harpies don't change their minds. I'm no expert in elves, but as I see it, he's got a stiffy for Saskia.
Yorvith?
He stood all gentle as a lamb in council, stealing glances at her tits. When she spoke to him, he looked as happy as a fool whittling a wooden toy.
Bergen seems like an ancient town. Do you know its history?
It's one of the mining colonies Mahakam established. There were lots of them just 500 years ago. Now they're mostly in ruins. It was the first town where dwarves and humans began working side by side. For the past 3 years, it's been a symbol of our common death.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Show me those bull's bollocks, then.
Who's he? He travels the lands, killing monsters from the blue. Sorcerers mutated him into his own.
Your hand's like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. They'll be surprised.
Who's this, my failing eyes spy? Geralt of Rivia visiting old Yarpen Zegrin.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're ploughing away at full speed. Sarski's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. But Zoltan and I are helping them catch up. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. But we've no other choice, Geralt.
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her pubes in a knot.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
We hate them, as a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because of their secret knowledge or their nice tits. Their hearts are full of dung, Geralt. Mark my words.
You exaggerate.
Maybe not all of them. Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her ass to Dijkstra just to learn the plans of the Redanian intelligence service? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into coke. I tell you this, it's her ilk that caused the ruckus on Thanad Island. Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, girl, but you do alright. So I'd appreciate, as soon as Saskia's better, slip a word in her ear to watch out for Philippa.
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you die! I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack, but I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wounds.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, it had to. Not many have survived their own death.
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine.
No, I haven't. A free Upper Aedirn is in the interests of any decent fellow.
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that. It was a beautiful day. On one side, 6 and 40,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army. All dwarves. Even the likes of Qohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage as I heard it.
All right, brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee, except maybe 3 years ago here at Vergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun Banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun Banner survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south. But most men of the Banner lie in the catacombs, along with their standard. The Dun Banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
Zoltan claims you can arm wrestle like no one else.
He's right. Did he tell you I beat him?
Omitted that bit somehow.
Fart.
Want to wrestle me?
I'm ready for your challenge always. So,
Show me what you got.
He's one who can change the fate of our kingdoms. Sets me to the edge.
That's some training you received at Kaer Morhen.
You're no wimp yourself.
Look, another one. I heard human women need only sit astride a man's plans for them.
Zoltan says your company are true arm wrestling masters.
Unbeatable, last I recall.
Is that so? Care to check if that's still true?
Sounds good. Ready to take me on?
Give me your best shot.
Sure there's no dwarfen blood in your family?
I'll tell you when I get my memory back.
I think I've heard of you. Hello, Witcher.
Geralt, right. My uncle's told me a lot about you. Nice work with those spectres. And Saskia! Well, I wager the gods didn't think you could save her.
Your uncle?
Cecil! I help him out here and there managing Vergen. Scaling Burden's my name.
Nice to meet you. Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye. Ever since my parents passed on. He took me in, fed me, taught me a profession and how to live, really.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres Demavend arranged for us. But I'd rather not talk on that.
Sure, sorry. The mine's safe again. Any plans to do something with it?
Course! Soon as the battle's done, we'll resume digging. Shame to let those rich deposits go to waste. My uncle says they'll put Vergen right back on its feet. Zoltan's talking about a shared enterprise or some such. He's to manage operations with my uncle as general overseer. We just got to save the town first.
What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting. Uncle Cecil's allowed it. Says I'm an adult. I'm gonna kick some kid when he asks.
No fears?
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it, and Yarpen taught me how to swing an axe with follow-through. I'll smash a few heads, then go to the tavern and drink till I drop.
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to kill, wade through piles of bloody corpses, all the while watching you don't get cut down yourself. Sure you're ready for this?
To tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. Straw dummies. That's all I've swung at so far. When I think on what's going to happen here. But All for one and one for all, right? Just don't tell my uncle, please. He's thrashed me a few times already for talk like that.
I won't say a word. Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but,
No buts. You either wanna wrestle or not.
you know there's no one to match me in Vergen.
It's not the contest of the century, I just want to test you.
Steady on! I've got conditions. First, you have to beat Yarpen and Sheldon.
Show me what you're made of.
Alright. Want to take me on?
Show me what you're made of.
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner than I'd beat you at arm wrestling.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the White Wolf. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
Who?
The mighty Numa. I wrestled him in Kovir. Couldn't move my arm for the next week. They say he don't play fair. But that's just losers talking. You ever wrestle him? Give him my regards.
I will.
I don't know.
So, thought it over?
I wouldn't mind a closer look at your